Hi, good afternoon. This be Football Made in Ghana. We dey live on Citi TV. My name be Nathan Carr. This be the only show where they discuss Ghana football matters for some language you dey bab. This show will be pidgin with they speak from beginning to end. They be pidgin with they speak. So if you get anything talk, I beg you, send me WhatsApp message on the number 0550 585832 0550 585832. Today we got two big things to talk. We go talk the local blacks. These days they say they change them a name. They go do some baptism where they give them some new name. They say they be the Black Galaxies. I don't know where they go get that name from, but you now make that one go day some side. Then they play in the CHAN qualifiers. They could play Benin in a few weeks' time or a few days actually. So we go discuss that particular team. We go look the squad, one or two things. Then we go discuss the playoffs. The GFSA made they play some playoffs, made they find replacements for Ash Gold in the Premier League and Inter Allies in Division 1. But now all the clubs say they all get problem. Duaf say they get problem. Techiman City get problem. All other teams for various divisions, I say, they're not the bad why the FA brings some ruling. They forgo them and records inside. Go find some proper way where they go get teams that will can replace Ash Gold, the Inter Allies. We go discuss all this plus bits and bobs for the local football scene, of course, on this show, Football Made in Ghana. We go take some quick break. If we come back, the boys make ready. I make ready. I sure say you make ready. Then we go dive into the discussion. We will come back right in our beg. Make you no go anywhere. This will be Football Made in Ghana for Citi TV. Welcome back. Football Made in Ghana live for Citi TV. And like I thought, we got two things. Black Galaxies, them are qualifiers. Then we go talk the GFA, them are ruling. Plus matters arising. Clubs, even like clubs get problem with the GFA, them are decision. They say playoff. They say they no like playoff. It be me, I forgo play. Somebody say no. It be me, I chop second. If it me, I for replace Ash Gold and Inter Allies. Play the matters here plenty where we go discuss. So if you get anything, tell me. I beg. WhatsApp that idea or thought or whatever it is you get talk to 0550 585832 0550 585832. This be Football Made in Ghana. Make I introduce the guys. The guys, they be regulars. Every time they show up, they provide top-notch analysis where they help the discussion. First off, today he rep the retro Black Stars jersey. Is it Black Stars all the way? I don't know if they want support the Black Galaxies where you get them a jersey. Me, I don't know. But I should tell close to the house that I should welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Charlie, so far the Black Galaxies, as we know them, they don't give we any memories with any jersey. So we will continue to rock. We will continue to rock the vintage Starlets, Black Stars.
So the day they go give we something.
Exactly. That be the film. How be things?
Well, Charlie, we did top. Small.
Very, very good. I mean.
All right. I mean, that current thing will join me a little later, but make we start plus. The Black Galaxies, and right now, so everybody be say, but we team that see it be the Black Stars B, the team where they call them the local blacks, but they say they don't like that name. So it be like they go do some repentance, go do some fasting, where they do some baptism. You know, so they say if they baptize you, they change. Then they change them a name or something. So now they call them the Black Galaxies. I bet make we see them as squad because them a coach Arnold Walker, Great Olympics, and my head coach. He dropped the squad. There be 25 players where he named. 3 goalkeepers, the defenders there, plenty. Midfielders like 6 or 7. Forwards 2 day. Where they get 2 wingers. It'll be very interesting. They get 2 wingers. So as they divide the team, they add the wingers. They don't add the wingers to the forwards or the midfielders. They say they be wingers. Jonah Atukwe, Legon Cities, then Kwame Evans Osewusu, Evans Osewusu. But the other names are there inside. Abdullah Idris, would that be Bechem United and goalkeeper.
We expect say go make some big move, go Kumasi. Yes, because by January 2023, the Kotoko situation be likely that one of them are goalkeepers go move on. Either Danlad or Kwame Pepra, because both of them get contract issues. And the intention from Kotoko or the interest in Abdullah Idris will be clear. So we expect.
So now they won't get replacement.
Exactly.
For one of the 2.
Exactly. So we expect say it will be replacements, and this be significant because every time we make call-ups for the local Black Stars or Black Stars B, as we call them today.
These days, Black Galaxies.
Yes. The concerns people always they get be say, at the time the tournaments could come, would they still be in the local league and eligible to play?
Yes.
So it looks like for him, even if he makes a move, it could be within the Ghana Premier League and he will be eligible to play. So that's the lowdown for Abdullah Ibrahim.
Okay, make we watch that squad list again because other big names they inside. Big in the sense of say they play the local league inside.
Yeah.
Suraj Seidu, Glasson Arco be captain of the team.
Yeah.
The defenders, they get Vincent Atinga. if I not be mistaken, this be Atinga in second time
in
the feature for the Black Stars B or the Black Galaxies.
It's been around for as long as I can remember. He'll be part of the team where win the Wafu in Cape Coast, I think in 2018. Back then. These days, he played for Mediama Sporting Club. He did a team inside. The call-up, really, they impressed me, be Augustin Randolph.
Okay.
Perhaps the best right back in the country, in the league. But the problem for our country be say, if you know they play for either Hearts or Kotoko,
you know, get chance.
Yes, the spotlights really no day on you. But at Kerala, he really do very well since I think he joined them from Bechem United, put in some brilliant performances. I mean, in the course of the last 2 years that he's been in Kerala.
We will discuss the squad in a few minutes, but make an intro the second guest. The second guest day around. You better they do some warm up. He finished the warm up, so now we leave the substitute board. We say make he enter the game inside. Daniel Cranting, I beg join me.
The match starts now, they do substitution.
but as we do the team sheet, we shot one player.
Charlie.
You know the Ghana Premier League tactics there. Be allowed.
The guy Eric Dyer in team.
He did it.
Then they play the match when they come and say they go do something.
That's insane.
They get some business for sort out.
Make we watch the squad list again. Then I go take more thoughts from him. Yes. Now, your thoughts. We see say some players where they really excel last season for the league and even for the FA Cup. So Abdullah Idrisu like this, the FA Cup inside, it really be key for Bechem as they catch the final. It there inside. More people they talk say this squad be a bit more of a closer reflection to the players where they really try for last season in league inside. Where Arnold Walker select them.
Yeah, that be what they impressed me most about this squad, because if you watch general national team collapse in the past couple of years. If they name the squad, more times people get some reservations about them. But if you ask the average Ghana Premier League fan to name a squad for, let's say, best team to go and represent the league, I bet you say you go get 90-95% of the players within the inside. Maybe if you watch the league where you see the squad, not too many surprises go there inside. But what I should talk about Randolph be very important about the spotlight. We tend to focus on just Hearts Kotoko. So we check like more times these things you go pick Hearts and Kotoko 11 and join them together. Add some couple of maybe a Diana or one or two teams then through them. They show say the coaches and things, then they do the scouting proper. Then they understand what they do. Then they go out for the best of the best. Because I always talk to this, especially this Black Stars B team or Black Galaxies as they call them right there. Look, it be opportunity. It be very huge opportunity. We no go the chan in a very, very long time. Where it really they go against the league, they go against the players themselves. This be opportunity. You go out there where you force. But to other means you go to watch these things. You go pick one or two players, make them go be mainstay in the Black Stars. That's my own. This be your chance. You know, be say you go sit down there, then Black Stars call up, they beg for quota. This be your chance. Say you for prove something. So right now they choose these guys, best of the best, make them go out there, Charlie. Then for do them at best because opportunities there.
The assignments they get right now be the Benin qualifier. If you watch the qualifying path after Benin, it be almost inevitable say they go play Nigeria at the end of that series. So right now they forbid Benin and they forbid Nigeria over 2 legs. So they go take qualify. First off, this team as we they watch them, 25 players. The quality there we go fit take beat Benin over 2 legs. The first leg 24th, second leg be 30th.
Give me the squad list again and make everybody pay attention to the different profiles where the team gets.
Okay.
It will be difficult to look at the squad list and criticize and talk, say, you get so much quality out there where we know introduced to the team. Perhaps somebody like Clinton Dodu, the Bechem winger, it'll be somebody where I feel say like if for day the team is, especially when you get only 2 natural wingers. In Jonah Atukwe and Evans Osewusu. So Jonah Atukwe be somebody where I feel, Clinton Dodu be someone I feel say be very, very good player. And it not be just about the pace and trickery. If well coached and within the right structure, he can be very productive. We see that in the FA Cup. Himself, Augustin Okra, who he did Simba right now, and so go be part of the team. So in terms of profile, we get a lot in the team. I mean, from the central midfielders, if you want those who go feel control games give you, we get them. The only thing that has always been the problem for us has been putting this together and giving meaning to the players that we've selected. And that be the problem we face over the years.
Okay.
So the Maxwell Kunedu in time failing to qualify for the CHAN on 2 occasions and all of that, it be the number 1 problem. Because at every point in time, we always get enough quality in the team. Maybe the main problem will be not finding somebody way over the time Gofi give you 15, 20 goals in a season. So, and that's been something we've not had I think, for 5 or 6 years or so. But if you go through the players we will list, almost everybody for that list up, the strikers, get 10 goals in the season.
Maxwell Abekwe,
Efriye Banye, Ajeni Mboate. Keita be the only exception. Kelvin Ando, we call him Keita. He be the only exception. Inside, if you not be out and out striker, he be winger. Kelvin Ando be winger from a Hearts of Lions days, Wild Stars to Kotoko, now back at Kerala. He's always been a winger. So I should say them put him for that. But in terms of goals, this team know that they lack goals. Exactly. The 3 strikers we list for the team inside. The 3 strikers we list for the team inside be players they contribute goals. Amos Achampon. He's one of those players in inclusion only Gofi be explained be say he be player the coach they like.
Okay.
Not necessarily because he be somebody where he know the ball play past anybody, but he be somebody where the coach they like and if they trust say if you give him job, he go fit do that job give him. Because for the Olympics team inside, he not be somebody where it be easy to notice. If you take away in performance against Hearts in Accra, I think the games against Mediama, then Ashgold, you know go find a lot of games where you go talk say he be the standout player for the team inside. And I think this season, the team really suffered because Ashikoe no really see top as he returned from Switzerland. So he be one of those players where in collab surprised me a bit. But move the conversation on from the guys who score the goals to the guys who make the goals. Suraj Seidu proved himself. Gladson Awako, the same. This season, I mean, in the league. Dominic Insobila be another fine talent way. And the most important thing, me I talk, and I will talk him again, giving meaning to the players and getting them to play together, play to a well-coordinated, choreographed pattern. Because nobody will feel question the boys than they there. I mean,
right now, the coaching.
It be the coaching. It be the coaching. I mean, beyond, at the end of the day, give meaning to the players where you call. When they step out there to go play, make everybody see, say, you call these players for a reason. It be the only thing where Gofi shuts everybody up. And you see, no matter how well this team is playing, we'll always go measure them by the failings of the other teams.
Okay.
It doesn't matter that they are yet to lose an important game. But the hurts, the disappointments of not being at the chance since what? 2015 was
2015. Because the last time we played the Chan, we go to the final.
Yeah. We will lose to Libya.
Yeah, on penalty.
Beyond that disappointment, we not even get to the tournament since then. Twice, the most recent one, the defeat to Burkina Faso. It be the one way it the boss people in my mind. So it may not be fair to the boys, but whenever they step on to play, people go judge them with the hurts and the disappointments of yesteryears. That be what them put for their mind inside. Say if they step on to go play, if 45 minutes where they no score, people go start to talk say this thing there we know them. It be so then they do. So that has to be at the back of the mind and in the psychology of the team. Work as a team that is going out there to prove a point. They are not the ones who made the mistakes of yesteryears, but this be the assignment. And you see, the mistakes we make a few years ago and the nature of those exits foretell we something. In terms of the team, in logistics, the people will go lead the team, how will they handle the individual cases of somebody gets some issue elsewhere. So maybe go fit camp training a day, 2 days or 3 days. How do you handle that situation to ensure, say, the players wait and they train every day, wait and they play. They go understand, say, there's a hierarchy. So no matter how hard you train, there's always going to be that one player where the coach feels, say, if go fit do this job, give me better past anybody. Yeah. And it not be personal. It not be say the coach, if they do it, face look or anymore. No. He just understands or he appreciates that this player, if I put him for this situation, he go fit. For example, somebody like Gladson Awako. You feel say he go fit train and make the same exertions as a young midfielder like Suraj Seidu. You know go fit do. But if you put Awako on that stage, he'll be the number one player in the team who will go understand the temperaments and the temperature of the occasion.
The matches
and understand that you are not here to come and play the occasion. You are here to come and win a football match. Right? So all of those dynamics, they come into play. And this whole issue of, it no be Nigeria, it no be Morocco, it no be so, as for the first hurdle, we go skill them. Burkina take the way before.
Yeah.
And we're not exactly a team where we they sweep I dey talk specifically with this team, the Black Galaxies. It no be team where it is sweep titles. The closest we can be what 2009 Chastela, then the final in 2015 where we know if we win again. So we don't really get any pedigree for that side. So we foresee every team as one equals. Of course, it'd be good to say we go believe in one as our. I mean, our Kobe accomplished player, Imoro Ibrahim, in talents no be in doubt.
Benin.
Yes, but the reality be say the thing we they won't do, we not do some before. So we for approach them with the mentality of people we will be desperate for the success. And again, I go talk about the logistics again, managing the individual cases for the team inside and ensuring say when a training plan they be programmed such that, or we plan them in a way that when our players go fit peak right when would they go play the games. Because if you watch Ghanaian national teams, there'll be one thing where they run through. When we start the friendlies now, the pre-tournament games with the fire.
Oh yeah.
The performance and the goals, it go daze you. And if you follow this team, the last match we them play, the Benin goals, sweet goals. The free kick, Imoro Ibrahim score, fantastic. So it be important say you manage the player form and the performance levels. So say them go peak right around the time where the games they come. Because unfortunately for you, everything now depends on you. If it had been the regular season, you go feel relaxed because then they play the games.
They go pick rhythm and stuff.
So
the league.
there's really no time or no margin for error.
Wow. That means say I know what kind of job the job no day ground like that because essentially you have 2 games to make the chance, just 2 games. But those 2 games they be very tricky. Where if you know they you go see then they commodity for the qualifiers inside.
Look, it be very important. Me, I feel say I truly reach if you talk like competition, final and things. We don't qualify to the competition itself in a while. I be like that way for focus on. Get there first. If you reach there, that way you go start the dream big. But aside that, Charlie, Moku know they reach, they talk about the tournament in itself. Because Charlie on a level, we all know the state of our league. We go fit Citi figure say Charlie will be some killer players. But you go meet Benin for all you know. Then they almost on the same level. Then go fit be very stubborn on the day. But me, what they concern me also be the coaching and it be the selection in the first place. Because when you have a collection of stars like this, it be very difficult to assemble them as a unit. Here actually talk. Maybe I'll give you an example. The left back position like this. You look at Kosa, you look at Imoro. You know, say them be in the whole squad, then be like top 5.
In the last few days, the conversations they go
exactly.
I mean, the left backs are basically
between the two of
the top 5 players in the squad.
So who they go play? One they can play, one they can sit. And you see the tendency of trying to figure out a system where you go accommodate the 2 of them, where you go against the team to be very high. So I know Oka for be very bold. If you know exactly the system you want to use and exactly how the players where you get go fit into that system, that be very, very important. You look at somebody like Galaxies Nawako, and I'm very happy. I'll be very happy say you know just be star player, but he be the captain too because of your previous relationship with Ano Walker. The best football we see Awako play be under Ano Walker. If anybody know how they use Awako, it be Ano Walker where you know how they use him. But where I'm happy say he did this team inside, especially also because of his experience. Somebody like Vincent Atenga, the Wafu way we scatter Nigeria for here the 4-1. He did inside, he played. He's had a very good season. That experience we go need because you dey talk about that mental preparation, that psychological preparation. The fact say these guys they go inside, they not say we fall at this hurdle so many times. They no one go into this game where you see. In matches where on paper you are supposed to win, people they expect say you go win. He actually talk. After 45 minutes, if you are not playing well, or you are down a goal, or it be 0-0, you go feel. See, if you don't get that experience, if you don't get that willpower, come out, can change things. Everything go feel scatter after 45 minutes. So you they need that level of experience. Then heads where they did the dressing room inside, then go feel calm things down, make people know say Charlie. First of all, it just don't be one-off. It be 2-legged affair. Anything go feel happen, we go feel scale over this hurdle. But you see. It be extremely important that we go get things right. It's not just beating Benin. I feel say yes, and they talk say we know should that reach, but I'm looking at it like Benin did the same level. The same level of preparation you figure say they do for here. They are probably doing 2 times better. But if you reach that day, it's not just beating them. You forbid them where you forbid them, they instill some confidence in not just yourself, but the fans also. Because it really go help. If we go out where we score Benin, let's say on aggregate, like 4 or 5, moving into the next round of games, all of a sudden the mood of the squad change. Where it help the coach, it help the players, it be extremely important because especially at the point of the season where we did, you know, we say the season end, you know, we say he go feel now, you know, force. Then now he can't call somebody with a person day holiday or something. Then dynamics all day. So it be very important. Say this group of players go give such a good performance and good results to the point. Say if we all they go the next round inside, it be we all we they go. There will not be any chopping or changing way you can upset the balance of the team. But me on a scale of things, there I gave him. I gave him say here this one. If you know work for their safe, if they come here, we go fit do the job because. Charlie, I feel say this group of players where we get them be very hungry, especially considering the dynamics of this Black Stars matter. We are in a very crucial time where I tell you, say people like Imuro, people like Dennis Kosa, Awaku, players like that, then go watch this Black Stars team, watch what they happen outside the talk. Say if they really give them a good push, your performances go talk. Where the will of the people. By all means, it be 26-man squad. We all know say the 26 way then they go no. It no be 26 of the best of the best. It never they happen. No country they choose 26. By all means, on 1 or 2 slots give some things. So if you go play your heart out, the impressor. By all means, if the coach they watch some things, he go give you opportunity. Somebody like Barnier like this, everybody they talk in matter. He go this tournament inside. I say he go this qualifiers inside. Make we talk say Ghana qualify safe. By the share, if the fact say Ghana self go qualify safe no, where sometimes he impress no, it go feel increase in profile. Where will they go the World Cup inside? Maybe you never know what will happen, but maybe. So this be huge opportunity for them. Where Charlie, they really know for of course Benin no go they pass you ball like this, make the tap the ball into the net. But it be extremely important say you go give your A game because where we dey Charlie, this Black Stars B team, this Black Stars Galaxy team. It be Black Galaxy or Black Stars. The name themselves, I don't even know why they changed
I don't know
themselves.
But
actually, it be real opportunity for them. The likes of Augustino Kra, Yawano, people were like before the season end, we figure say, oh, then go feed this team inside. They then left. Yeah. So you open door, give some other 1 or 2 people, make them come inside. Which Charlie them for take them a chances.
Okay, so the Black Galaxies, then they prep, then they go face Benin for the CHAN 2022 qualifiers inside. That competition they go play them early next year for Algeria. Therefore, play them like 2020 or 2021, but because of COVID, they move them. So now it be like early next year they go play. Where the team now as capturing the qualifiers, it means Ghana go play Benin over 2 legs, then Nigeria over 2 legs. Where if they win, it be there they go represent West Africa Zone B or WAFU Zone B for that competition.
Inside. You know they make sense at all.
The qualifiers.
You know what are they talk? What? If they really sit down with the thing say that thing they make sense, make them push on for the AFCON qualifiers. Make we also do them like that. Make they see where AFCON go. Yeah. It be true. If you really think it makes sense, say you go group people in zones, make them play amongst them and body. Okay, fine. It go shock you say the viewership for WAFU qualifies, it go can't get more than AFCON because we go get Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Nigeria, then if we reach the AFCON, then Ghana go they play Comoros and things for semi-final. Then you go see say somebody go can't watch. It makes no sense. See what they happen for the women's AFCON inside. It be painful to watch. You see, but if you talk, they will talk say they support women's football. We want to watch the best of the best. We don't watch match, then the board did the air inside like 6 billion hours. Meanwhile, if I twitch where I go, the women's Euro.
Oh, the quality of football. The board did
no. We want the best of the best.
This be people like them a job. Oh, the lobbying for matters like this. It's the executive council we then get that it lie within the remits.
So if they go push this agenda.
Waffles on B boss. Amaju Pinnick, all of these people, if we then go push the agenda. On matters like this, we will go fit talk. But in the end, if we them the go there, go fit push this agenda, push
but like,
make it part of the executive council.
Some people they make some arguments say that if you not play, you not play. So whether they zone you or they no zone you, the boy if you go qualify, you go qualify.
If you want the best of the best, you know for make the qualification this. Somebody they Southern zone, Africa, so let's say Botswana. Botswana won't make them to the AFCON. You for force. You they play everybody, you know they sit up. Then right now they talk say make group, they make people go rep. What is happening is that it's going to affect our game. Because the best of the best will then go come out from the women's AFCON or whatever. If they go the World Cup inside, when the Netherlands score you 11-0, it will affect we. It be true because it will happen. I promise you, it will happen. The quality of football them people they play, you go they will give them 12, 13. Then you go come house, can't talk say the African teams to the force. No, because the main competition safe no, it's less competitive than the qualifiers in some zone.
If I see the point somebody go make me say, if you watch the African continent top, not be everybody they the same level. So if we zone people self, the point I mean, look,
but some zones are stronger than the other.
If you play
and
against
people
each other,
they know
the best teams will always qualify anyway.
No, but the way we they do currently it favors a certain block.
It favors some block.
Yes. It favors a certain block, and number two, it also they reduce the number of teams from a previous strong block. And for me that be because if you say you do something in the name of equality, you go feel structure in a manner where it won't obviously favor the North Africans like the way we see today. It about the points that they talk. One of the considerations you for make, we say in zoning those teams, you look at the distance, the travels, and all of those things. But at the heart of everything you do, be ensuring say you get quality representation at the games.
Okay.
The current format it defeats that purpose. Irrespective of look, whether they talk about money, travel time, the proximity of the countries where they play and everything. The most important thing we say, your format for produce the strongest teams on the continent.
So we want to so right now we want to so far. Ever since they tried this format, the teams where they qualify, they're no strong.
No, and you see because the value in football, the value of every competition it be influenced by two factors: the quality of the teams currently and the following way they get. The following it be products of them performance of cumulative performance over the years. Because it be what they give people trust in a particular brand, say Charlie. As for Super Falcons, if I put my money on them or say if I decide to sponsor them, I not say semi-final, then go get. Reach, If Ghana go the minimum semi-final, then go get. So those be things where people also they look at, not just the fans. If you be somebody where they won't sponsor these teams, you are looking, for example, in athletics, companies that sponsor athletes will get potential to go far in the competitions. So say they go expose them as brands to as many eyeballs as possible.
Be true.
And it be the same logic way you for factor into making some of these decisions because look, at the end of the day, who won't go watch Comoros then Burundi for semi-final?
No, I mean true.
No, nobody won't watch.
Nobody won't watch Comoros and Burundi.
Oh, you see, at the end of the day, they're still in there. One of the considerations where you for also make me say, in trying to push a particular block or team, you look at the potential levels and see who has a higher ceiling, who way all things being equal. If you give them push, then go fit. Yes. Charlie.
Sometimes they won't talk. Say this in the
see honestly, if you even watch the teams with the new teams in the image, go ask people from Sierra Leone, Comoros. This main AFCON, Sierra Leone, they drop last Algeria at the AFCON. The feeling they give you, because you know, say you work hard, get there. When you reach there, you face the biggest of the biggest. When they face you, they know if they score you. That feeling self better say you then your mates go play for this thing inside. Then you go reach there, then Algeria no day. Then you meet more of your mates now. Then you can't reach fast. Massa, the people they shine, the thing they watch.
But you want to you make some points about the world. So you want to say this women's ball?
Oh, you know they be
with the watch. So if they go the World Cup, they will get problems.
Oh, they go cop that. They go score them. And we know
they go take.
We
plenty.
know. Look, we know the quality.
They will take woto.
Oh, they go collect.
For those where they watch the games, compare the current WAFCON, the games where they watch.
Then the women them are Euros.
I mean, we know channels where they show repeats all the time. Compare
those
games to the women's and my Euros and the quality of football now. Nobody will tell you such the disparity be huge.
That's it. They be serious. Anyway, this be football made in Ghana. I mean, if you get anything, talk. Send me WhatsApp 0550-585832. We they discuss the Black Galaxies, how they for prep against Benin for the CHAN 2022 main tournament in Nigeria. The qualifiers they start. They go start July 24. That's when they play Benin the first leg. Then they go move on and on and on. Hopefully, we want me to catch the final. Hopefully, they go catch there. We go take some short break. If we come back, if messages they are, go read some. If not, we go move on to the other topic. The topic where they make more of the Division 1 clubs they ball. They say some playoff or something. But I know the barb why the FA take some decision. But if we come back, we go discuss the instance. So this be football made in Ghana. We go come back right now. Just stick and stay. Welcome back. This be football made in Ghana. Make I read some message. Somebody say, But why Kotoko make Fabio Gama left?
Look, we answer.
I don't know.
In contract.
In contract finished.
Yes.
Good. So I make it day and do what?
Well, they no fit agree on.
Hey,
yes.
Your man won't go play ball for some reason, and he can't experience Ghana. He chop Akantie,
Actually.
come Kekena and things, watch it and things, Jollof and things. Yeah, it'll be okay. He won't go some different place. This one says, I want to know how many foreign players have switched nationalities. Oh, I also want to know whether Muntari and Inkum will join the Black Stars. Oh, but that's in there be Otuado and Mata. Muntari and Inkum at my age. Hey, Chairman. I'm not sure say the World Cup. I mean, I don't know really, but I'm not sure. How many players they switch nationalities? Guys, what? 4.
So there's
Ambrosius,
Patrick Pfeiffer,
Iñaki
Williams,
Iñaki 3.
then
Tariq. Then Tariq. Okay, so they be 4. The 2 where they left.
You mentioned the Yeboah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that be what 4 or 5.
5.
They be 5.
So
Okay.
Salu Super way.
Okay.
He just
Salis
decides.
be Ghana boy.
He just decides.
He just decide. As for Kelum, they didn't get here. They be like they get hope. We will see. I think I'm gonna name them as squad. We go see.
And they get hope. Say them go.
They get hope. How they tell you? They get hope.
Ah, okay.
So they get some chance
Here
because
we did.
the World Cup. Not say the World Cup. It be November.
Yeah.
So between August and October, mid-October, they go fit do some
For
impression.
me to get hope. Say Black Stars will choose me.
Okay, make we move on. Now, the GFA this week, they make some very interesting announcement. They say, since they demote Ash Gold and Inter Allies to Division 2, next season, 2 holes candidate the Premier League inside and Division 1 inside. They fulfill them 2 holes. Now, the first hole be Ash Gold, them are placed out of the Premier League. They say 1 team from Division 1 for replace them. But already, 3 teams from Division 1 qualify already. But they for find new team take replace them. So the GFA say, okay, between Tamale Cities, Liberty, then what be the other team?
Dwarfs.
Then Dwarfs. Between these 3 teams, them all chop second for the respective zones inside. Tamale FC Zone 1, Dwarfs Zone 2, Liberty Zone 3. So they go place on all play or like league format.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the team will go get the most points. It begin go can replace Ash Gold for the league inside. So many go say, but how that one they work? See, 3 teams get relegated from the Ghana Premier League. They relegate 3 teams already. Where they demote Ash Gold add. So now it be 4 empty spots. They fill 3, it left 1. So it be the one way they won't fill right now. In terms of the division Premier League rather. So now they for find replacement give Ash Gold, Liberty, Dwarfs, and Tamale City FC. Daniel, your thoughts? As I read the press statement, I say, this is a very interesting idea. All play all 3 matches. Yeah, everybody get fair chance of qualifying for that 1 spot. But a few days later, teams start protest. Dwarfs say, hey, why they want me they play some league? By the end when they zone 2, they for qualify. They bring some long petition say President's Day. They promote some teams automatic. So make they promote them. If not, they go protest. Already they send people from Cape in 2 buses can they the stadium say they go protest and things. I don't know. Your thoughts?
The team say them are protests. They make sense because of the precedents the GFA set in the past. That one day they make
They
sense.
write some long statements where they list
if
all
you
the
do
examples.
something in the past where it they make everybody see in similar situations where right now you can't they can't change things. It makes sense. But me, I dey look at things from the GFA point of view. We in isolation. We could watch some from the GFA point of view isolation. Me, I feel say for me they make sense. Why? We always dey talk about innovation. Say for do things out of the box, try generate eyeballs, they translate into money and things. Well, I feel say this be opportunity where they sit down with them and say okay fine. It go be some way if they just get up talk say Ash Gold come out from this zone inside, then they demote them. So somebody from that zone inside just for can sleeping. The fact be say the 3 teams where them all the GFA list in Liberty, Dwarfs, then Tamale Cities, them all play Division 1 league. Them all work them as socks off. It will be a bit for me. It be a bit unfair to the teams in the other zones. Say they just go replace one then can't talk say can play because we play ball. We sweat. We chop second. So if there's a way to make it fair for all the 3 teams where they did that position inside in the 3 different zones, more could do them. That be one in terms of fairness. Number two, in terms of generating more eyeballs and then excitement towards the league, a playoff system where it go happen over, I think it be over 2 weeks or 3 days places. You go play all. Mm-hmm. It they add extra excitement. From a fan point of view, see what they happen for the English playoffs inside. Somebody go finish third, it they playoff. Somebody finish sixth, it they playoff. But it be whole new small mini competition where you get your own sponsorship, it they generate your own something. Where it they bring a lot of excitement because people they look forward to that thing. Yes, this be one of. We know should they do that thing. But in terms of fairness and being fair to the two teams in the other two zones, you bring the three of them together, all play all sort of league format, more football, more ice, more TV coverage. Everything be settled. For me that be how they see them. Yes, you talk about precedence, but if there's a way to make things more exciting, why not? I feel for me it be a bit too unfair just for somebody like Liberty and Tamale cities. You dwarfs, it not be by your doing where Ashgold go misbehave. It could have been anybody else. Mm-hmm. But the thing be say, we forget able replacement for Ashgold. And in able replacement, the spirit of fair play, all play all. Don't go level against one another. Then we move. Whoever go qualify, they end that spot. Then you can replace Ashgold.
Mm-hmm. Ashu?
So the draft's argument be say, if be them then finish
second.
No, second from bottom.
Yes.
The season before last season.
Yeah.
In fact, in the season where the offense the season Ashgold go do yawa, that be then finish with 41 points, 16 plays. So then if you say the demotion for take effect from that season, not this season, right? So say them go get that automatic slot back into the Premier League. So then no one go play none of that. Wonders, them are statement. The Shima 11 Wonders. Them two then release some statements this week. Now, the statement, and I will read you portions of the statement with the release. In fact, then they quote Article 7, Section 2, where they talk about, so at the end of the competition, the last 3 clubs on the league table shall be automatically demoted to Division 1 League. Mm-hmm. The champion club from each of the 3 zones in the Division 1 League shall automatically be promoted to replace the demoted clubs in the Premier League. Where the statement they go on to say, as a matter of fact, there is nowhere in the GFA statutes or regulations that states that when a club is punished and demoted, then there should be a different club from Division 1 to replace such a demoted club. There is also no provision that contradicts what we have in Article 7, subsection 2. And to the extent that the GFA ESCO must intervene, the provisions are so clear and unambiguous. But the supporting statements, to the provision where them quotes be exactly the reason why the Executive Council take this decision.
Okay.
So what are they saying? Then they say Congress be clear on how teams be promoted and demoted.
Yes.
Sporting merit. The teams where they initiate.
If it go the last 3,
the last
force will come.
Good.
However, when our provisions no they provide when our regulations no get any portion where they talk about if some team go do your through match fixing, we demote them. We will find a way or where it is spell out how we will choose the team will go replace them.
Once you know that the law inside, we now find innovative way
now
of settling that issue.
Issues relating to the Premier League and in fact all matters in football jurisdiction.
Yeah.
If the constitution or in the football constitution be the statutes and regulations.
Yeah.
If they lie within the remits or the purview of Congress Article 39, they make the Executive Council, or they give the Executive Council mandate to decide on those matters. So I will try read you the Article 39.
Article 39 of the GFA's
regulations. It says, the Executive Council shall have the following powers. Pass decisions on all cases that do not come within the sphere of the responsibility of Congress or are not reserved for other bodies by law and under these statutes. B. Prepare the assistance of the General Secretary and convene the ordinary and extraordinary Congress of GFA. So if the matter they require, or if the Constitution they talk say, the regulations they talk say, we for convene Congress, be it ordinary or extraordinary, or call on the powers of the General Secretary, the executive council be the body where they get the mandate to sit on that.
Where the mandates they get, the rule of the state, what they say make they find ways.
Yes. The C says appoint the chairman, vice chairman, and members of the standing committees, blah, blah, but that not be related to this. So technically, what the executive council do, it not be ultra-vires or unconstitutional. Then they play by the law. However, there is a small incident where happened, small in quotation marks, where happened last year. I don't know if you remember. Last year, 67 of the GFA members do a mini coup in Kumasi. They held their own congress. Now, one of the things we then do at that congress in Kumasi was to repeal and withdraw some of the powers that the current executive council has. In fact, one of the specific powers was this Article 39. Right? One of the specific powers we then do. So they had 67 members of the GFA who were there to make amendments to 10 articles. 10 articles of the GFA. And one of these was Article 39.
Okay.
Now, what does it mean? Generally, the GFA per them regulations, if you get a number significant enough to form a quorum, I think it'd be 1/3 or is it 2/3, but 63, without doubt, is more than the quorum. If you are able to form a quorum as members of the Ghana Football Association, any decision where you go take, irrespective of where you go meet, you go feed the boys, Charlie, we say today there we get some beer, then some aponchinam or some beef, whatever, irrespective of the occasion. But once you be members of the GFA, where you go feed form quorum, where you sit, whatever decisions where you take, it they hold.
But so that provision, in the state, if some high-ranking official for them, because then it means say now at any point 63 clubs go tap some place and talk what they like.
So what happens then? So whatever them go decide on, what they give legitimacy to those decisions be say them for rights officially to the GFA General Secretary, inform them of the decisions we then take. Then the next line will be for the GFA's General Secretary to then write to all members and notify them this be the actions where these people go take. And the actions where they take, it be in consonance with the law. It be consistent. The law, they give them that power. And if they do these things, we for respect the decisions and see these decisions as the new law.
Okay.
Now, after this Congress, the last time I hear George Free for one brother any Bampo in show, we now ask George Free say after the Congress, then write to the GFA and now
maybe this 67 people they go meet, do them our own thing.
Make her take you back to the composition of that Congress. So we get a clear idea of the people who go there. You know, be just some boys in Shiemu where go happen. No,
the big boys.
The former vice president of the GFA, former presidential candidate, George Free would be Palmer.
Palmer did it.
Former general secretary, Dasoberi, he did it. You get former disciplinary committee chairman. Lawyer Ntofianko. Ntofianko was the Division 1 League Board chairman. Yeah. So big wigs. It be
but that
heavy wigs.
Who were chaired the meeting? Because the people you talk
former
about,
general secretary.
Good. They talk say it be former. So probably as of the time they go hold that meeting,
he was still a member of the GFA. It is the only important thing that all the people where they form the quorum.
Members where they go figure tap and do them our own thing.
If we take your signature by your name, we run your ID, we know say, okay, Mr. Nathan Kwao, Nathan Ibihu, he be member of the GFA. We get document support that. We get clubs where they represent.
That be all.
Once there is no question about your identity and your association to the GFA, if you form the quorum where you the number up to the required number, and subsequent to that, and you see, they bring this up, make people understand, say, it don't be just any nobodies where go do that at Luther. No. Then change 10 of the regulations.
Okay.
One of those was 39. Now, after this, then write to the GFA, informing them, say, these be the decisions we then take. However, did the GFA write to the clubs to inform them that this is what has been done? No. After they come here, I call some lawyer friends where I ask them, say, so, per the regulations, does the GFA's inability to inform the clubs invalidate the Congress? They say no.
So which means say from what you they talk, it means say whatever they go decide, it they bind
hold,
or they hold.
It's only up to somebody to go enforce that, and this be test case. So anybody who was a member of that Congress and is interested in this matter, go free take this matter on, take the matter to court or even the appeals committee or CAS or wherever. Then talk say this be what happened. And
wait. Mm-hmm. You say them for take decision one.
Yes.
After them take decision, them for write to the
GFA. And notify them of the decisions we then take.
After the GFA receive that notification, them for communicate to the rest of the teams.
Yes.
Where GFA no communicate to the rest of the teams.
Yes.
So how?
But the GFA they receive the letter.
They receive. Yes.
So where they get?
So
how they say they
authority say they receive. And you see, the important thing is this: the GFA's failing to comply or their inability to inform the
lawyer party they talk.
They
negate the law.
They invalidate what happened. No, and I think that the big mistake Kurt. In fact, since Kurt became the GFA president,
but
the biggest mistake they make was allowing that Congress to go ahead. Because so everybody way in the matter in the anti-Kurt constituency
them all
was there. Was there or facilitated that.
Okay,
Congress.
but you see that's why they busy. There come meetings because they even say really Ghana football at any time.
No, you see that
everybody go fit grab and just change.
That's why. No, you see that's why.
It's also why they require that you forget quorum.
At the back, you see me. The point I want to make, for such gatherings, if you get some big wig, current active FA head, and head meaning anybody where they the management or executive council. Yes. If you get somebody like that where if they chair the meeting, I feel say that they give more legitimacy to the
but
meeting.
They have Dasuberi. As
of the time they hold, then what be Dasuberi status?
He was Kotoko administrative manager.
No,
and a member of the
what
GFA.
in status?
Just a common member.
Exco or they know the exco.
No, he wasn't.
So this is what
Nathan, what we for understand be say the law is the law.
At the back, I just want to say how could
the law, I don't know how to put this, but it doesn't. The law is not selective.
No.
In determining who forms Congress.
That's why the point I want to make be say how they go sit down.
Yeah.
Where they craft some articles so say if we form quorum, we go fit take any decision. And if they bind on that be the point I want to make me say.
Yeah, and on basis of your points too, I really feel say, you see, it be three ways something.
Yeah.
You for take decision, bring to GFA, GFA to communicate. The communicating be the final thing.
No, it's not. The communication be mere formality. The main requirements be two. That the decision is taken by individuals who are recognized members of the GFA and form quorum. That's the first part. If you form the quorum and you make your decision, you then communicate to the GFA. That be the next leg of it. It ends there. Whether or not the GFA will decide, say, then go communicate, it not negates the exercise will happen.
I don't think it's a mere formality because.
No, but what really will be the significance of the communication to?
Because then you see that caveat they give GFA power. Where I feel say nobody in his right senses go bring in law like this. Where once they take decision, technically it is done.
It is what
so
is in the regulations.
It be three ways something. Just as you said, you do it, you bring it, you communicate.
Look, once we don't all that matters now. Be somebody with an interest in, not necessarily in this case, but on the powers of the executive council. Because in the end, this is what it comes down to. That Congress sought to reduce or clip the wings of the executive council because they say that the council had arrogated onto itself powers previously they did not have. But that Congress or not, I feel that this situation is actually good for us. That because someone had to act. Congress or the executive council, it be somebody for acts then make the decision. And time no day. We not go feel wedge then talk say on the Congress way that they go take no. Make we wedge, make them go Congress before it be there, then they go decide. And sometimes these things they drag. Right? So to take away the uncertainty and all of that, someone had to act. And right now, the decision be that we go play the tournament. As to whether or not dwarfs or 11 wonders be immaterial. Because it has to be. Look, the dwarfs matter perhaps carries the most substance in the sense that they were the team that got relegated. Right? They were the team that got relegated, or the last team in the season where the offense was
It doesn't
committed.
have anything to do with it.
Right. But the counter argument to that issue also is that dwarfs are not exactly from the same zone as Ashgold. Ashgold they zone 3. Dwarfs they zone Ashgold they zone 1. Dwarfs they zone 2. And then Liberty they zone 3. So if anything at all, it be Techima and 11 Wonders. They finished, I think, 16.
No, you see, actually.
But then no, it's just something that they explained.
No,
See,
my point is,
even
if we give validity to what then they do, so it's no day inside. Your relegation has nothing to do with somebody else's demotion. Once somebody else is demoted, it doesn't mean you should come back.
So
the rules are clear. If you finish between these places and these places, you are going down, irrespective of what happens. So make them just chalk it for some corner. They don't have to come back. They were relegated, fine. So if has them Kotoko chop demotion right now, it means the teams where them relegated, they don't go again. No, you are not your demotion is not a substitute for relegation. It be two mutually exclusive things. So relegation, you finish the goal, then we'll figure out a way to get these people back. Whether one day they lost inside. So for the dwarfs, them matter. If they no go play, where they go sit them out, fine. But when they no can talk, say they were relegated in that season. It has nothing to do with the demotion. It be two very different
But
things.
somebody for do something about this matter of the Congress.
This Aluta
It go
Congress.
come back.
Exactly, no,
It go come back. Then bite we, because they've taken decisions, and until that decision, they affect somebody's longevity or stay in any of the zones, or their ability to practice football business, conduct football business in the country. Everybody go lie low. But it's just something that is waiting to happen, because until it bites somebody, we all just be quiet. Today, I mean, the composition of that Congress that day, it was heavy. They had Kotoko in representation. They had Dasuberi.
Well, look, see, at the back, but anyway, maybe we go have that conversation on another day on maybe the FA, them are laws and.
But it be the basis
some of these very funny.
It be the basis for somebody challenging the executive council today.
At the back.
It be the basis for, so that issue has to be clarified.
Okay.
It's both in the interest of the Kurt's administration and even the naysayers who, because look, all of this come around because somebody sent petition to the GFA. The GFA no mind them. Then send reminders. They no mind them. We then decide to, okay, if this is what you go do, then we do go clip your wings. We go do Congress. In fact, on the day of that Congress, they invite the GFA. They invite the GFA, but then just decide not to show up.
You make we go through the messages. This one says, Charlie, the women's AFCON there, it is substandard, quality no day inside. Nelson from Navrongo. This one says, for open one eyes for the local Black Stars. That's cool from Cape Coast. So like, what be the final word? Will they like all play or, you know?
Yeah, they like the all
play all they will go do.
But the interlines one, what be the story? So that one to what? They for decide
another.
So another all play all today,
yes.
Division 2.
Yeah.
Or Division, that's Division 1.
What, yeah, we then go play.
So they go find.
Oh, I mean, see, the decision here, they make sense.
You like the
these petition things where then they bomb me. You shan't they relegate you finish, they can't say because they demote somebody and made them bring you back. Like you good you go there this position inside. Go there the Division 1 day, then work your way back.
Oh yeah, I mean the playoff is the best way. It gives everybody the opportunity, make them. Besides, the law does not cater for this situation. People who understand say it be unique. There is no part of our regulations or the statutes that they talk about the case of match fixing and teams where them demote them and how to find a replacement for those teams. So this be like the best option where they're creating inconvenience for anybody. The only thing, let's just to finish, is that I go love say, make them talk say, the players where every team play the league, make we allow from last season, make them fall on those players to leave. Because a team like Ebusuna Drafts like this, I know that my squad be depleted. So before those players move on to go play wherever,
may they play,
give them that opportunity, because otherwise there is not enough time to go and build a new team to come play.
Okay.
Quick one. Make I just give you what this thing they sound like. My petition, what they sound like. Company inside, where we talk say at the end of every working year we go review. If you fall below this quarter inside, we sack you. Where we sack the 5 people, then they go. When the year starts, somebody goes still where we sack him. Then the person where if the last to be sacked, you go talk say this person goes still, so bring me back. It makes sense. You shine if you know shine, like you go relegation. You go relegation because you shine. Somebody go do something different with them. Be say the person shine. You go do something different where the rules catch and where they make you go. So you know what that thing have do plus you. What he get do plus you. Then they go right. Charlie, make they know this. He didn't bore me.
They go beat you.
The vex, so they won't come play Premier League. Anyway, that be the show. I mean, look, Ghana football, more side, see, between now and when they go play the playoff, more side stories go come out, threat of court and things go there inside. But that's why they love Ghana football. The drama, all the inside, all the on-pitch issues, off-pitch issues, all they make with they love Ghana football. I mean, that be how the story is. So we go see when that playoff go happen. Remember, 3 teams, Tamale FC, Liberty Dwarfs, and then Division 1, 2, they get them their own playoff. All in a bid to find a replacement for Ash Gold and then Inter Allies. Inter Allies already they're Division 1, so we for find new team for them. While Ash Gold and Inter Allies will be Division 2 that they go play them a football for next season. Ashu, thank you very much. Daniel,
always a
thank
pleasure.
you very much. Thank you for watching. Next week we will come back with more. Hopefully by then we sort out this drama, petition, all play, all business. Maybe more court case go there. You never know. But this is Football Made in Ghana. My name is Benin. Many thanks say you watch it. We go come back next Wednesday with more. Stick and stay, and please keep your TVs locked on Citi TV.